Well, the Alleghany Journal is delighted today to speak to Shannon Miller Brantley. He's a write-in candidate for the Clifton Forge East Supervisor's job in Clifton Forge, and he joins us today to answer a couple of questions. Welcome, Shannon.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate the opportunity to be with you, and glad to be here.
You've got wide experience, no doubt about it. You're an IT guy, you're a naval veteran, and you've lived in the community for many, many years. So it was nice to speak with you the other day, and we had a set of questions we were hoping to pose to you, and just get a feel for some answers here.
Sure.
And with respect to the most pressing issue that you believe is facing the Alleghany County Board of Supervisors, what do you think that would be?
That's an interesting question. I don't know all of the issues that may be in front of the Board of Supervisors at this point, but I think the one that resonates with me the most personally, and from talking with a lot of friends and family around the area, that they're attracting new business. We have some older businesses here in the county that are we don't know what their life cycle for sustainment will be, but attracting new businesses, I think, for the betterment of the area, to allow us to have better, higher paying jobs, some things for our youth to look forward to, and to get proper training to learn to be a part of that area and that industry, instead of having to go outside of the county to look for better jobs. I think that's one of the biggest issues for me.
Well, Shannon, I believe the truth is we need more guys like you in the area. We're trying to attract people with educations that, like yours, that won't leave. And of course, they've been leaving in droves for decades. So, I mean, that's something that the Pad Ready site that the supervisors jointly with Covington is trying to develop. So, I mean, you seem to be spot on there. Do you have you thought about having a position on economic and population growth? I mean, Western Virginia in general has been having a problem like that. Is there anything that you think that might, as a member of the Board of Supervisors, somehow encourage either economic growth, in terms of business, or population, or both?
Yeah, both. I think we need economic growth to sustain what we have, and also grow it, just because of the fact that we have an aging population in this area. And I'm not going to spout off statistics, but I think we all know that this area is filled with a lot of aging population. Those folks need to be assisted as they grow older, and we need again, like you mentioned, a lot of our youth have been leaving the area. We need them to stay or come back. And to be a part of this community, to see how good it can be. I think we've made a lot of progress. I think the area is growing, but we'd like to see it continue to grow for those specific reasons.
And you've got, I guess you were in the Navy, you're an IT guy. I mean, when you look at those kinds of strengths, what do you believe in your background most qualifies you to join the Board of Supervisors?
Several things. So I grew up in Rockbridge County, just over the mountain. I met my wife in college, and she was from this area. So I've been in Alleghany County over 30 years, 22 of those here in Clifton Forge. So I know the area well. I have 3 grown children and 2 grandchildren. So they were or are part of the Alleghany Highlands Public Schools, the youth sports, the arts. So have been very involved in those areas. I have undergraduate and graduate degrees in leadership and management, and I've served in a lot of roles as a leader of people, of projects, of processes, and I've worked in many parts of the country. For the last 15 years, I've been consulting with a management consulting firm, and I've been to big cities, I've been to smaller towns. I've heard how things are in those localities from the acquaintances on the job, and I've experienced some of myself just by staying in those areas and traveling to and from. So I seen a lot of things that I think would help me in that position, to just know that things aren't necessarily always to be done as they were in the past. Sometimes we have to make change, we need to grow, we need to adapt, to the changes in the world around us. And I think all those things would help me in a position on the board.
By the way, just out of curiosity, what part of Rockbridge County did you grow up in?
Different parts, actually. I spent a little bit of time in Glasgow, but most of it out on what we refer to as Route 608 over there.
Sure.
Towards Buena Vista, but then down towards the Natural Bridge area too.
Oh, well, good. I didn't know anything about your background like that. Yeah, and do you believe the Board of Supervisors has a role, or if nothing else, but possible encouragement with respect to workforce development? This is a big thing that Alleghany Highlands Public Schools and Mountain Gateway Community College are pushing. But do you think the supervisors should have some kind of role in all of this?
I do. I think all the area leadership groups, the Board of Supervisors, Clifton Forge, Covington, along with all the employers themselves and leadership organizations, and as you said, the college, which I'm a member of one of the advisory boards there as well. I think we all need to work together to help improve the workforce and the education that leads to it. I think working in silos and talking about best plans and decisions and not collaborating with one another only leads to more confusion and less progress. I think all of those groups working together and collaborating will serve our citizens better.
And lastly, how would you sum up your candidacy? I mean, why are you seeking to be a member of the Board of Supervisors? You're a busy guy. This is going to take a lot of time. I'm sure that you thought about this. Give us a little bit of a summary.
Yeah, it's hopefully this is not a cop-out. So I commuted to Roanoke. I worked for Carilion Clinic for roughly 20 years, and I had younger children who, as I mentioned, were very engaged and involved in after-school activities and a lot of things. So I was a very busy man, as many people are around here. The next 15 years, I did weekly traveling out of the state, and so I was gone Monday through at least Thursday, sometimes Friday. And sometimes those were extended periods where I was gone for weeks at a time. So that didn't lead to having a lot of time to be engaged locally. Now that I've gotten some employment that is closer to home, it's given me that ability to get involved. And I just feel like I've had too many years of not being engaged locally and want to be more a part of this community and help it grow so that my children, my grandchildren can, enjoy it as we have in the past. It's a great area, and people really underestimate how beautiful this part of the country is until they come see it. If you can, you encourage people to come to see the fall foliage, to come to our local festivals and enjoy the arts. It's a really incredible area, and I think we've had such growth in both Covington and Clifton and their respective town and city, and then in the county itself, pushing all of our beautiful trails and all of the things that are so much a great part of this community. I think if we get more people involved and bring more people in to see just how great it is, we can help it continue to grow.
Shannon, if we need anything in Alleghany County, we need vim and vigor and leadership. No doubt about it. It's nice that, you've added your candidacy to the list. And we certainly appreciate you taking the time to speak to us and the entire Alleghany Highlands community about your candidacy.
Yes, sir. I appreciate it. Thank you for the time. And I hope everyone sees this message and learns that looking for the best for everyone possible. And obviously, I don't have all the answers, but we'll do everything I can to get them and to do the best for everyone involved.
See you soon.